Even now, decades later, that sound takes me back. Back to the night my world came crashing down. It was 1940, and I was just a teenager in London. The Blitz, they called it. Night after night, German planes bombed the city. You could feel the ground shake when the bombs hit. The air smelled of smoke, dust, and fear. The night I'll never forget started like any other during those times. The sirens wailed, warning us to get to the shelter. My mum grabbed my little sister Mary and shouted for me to hurry. My dad was out working as an air raid warden. I remember thinking he was so brave, but I was terrified every time he left. We ran to the underground station. It was our shelter, a place that felt safe, but also suffocating. Hundreds of people crammed together, sitting on blankets or suitcases, trying to make it through the night. Babies cried, and some people prayed. I just held Mary close and tried not to cry myself. That night, the bombs felt closer, louder. The ground above us shook, and dust fell from the ceiling. One explosion made my ears ring. For a moment, I thought the whole tunnel would collapse. When the raid ended, we went back home, or what was left of it. Our street was unrecognizable. Buildings were rubble. Smoke was everywhere. And then I saw our house, or where it used to be. Mum dropped to her knees. Mary clung to me, crying. Our house, our things, our memories. It was all gone. But we were alive. That was the thing about the war. You couldn't afford to dwell on what you lost. You just had to survive. We moved in with my aunt after that. She lived outside the city, where it was safer. But I missed Dad. He stayed behind to help with the cleanup. I didn't know it at the time, but he saw things no one should ever have to see. Bodies buried in rubble, families torn apart. The war dragged on, and we all had to grow up fast. Rationing meant we were always hungry. My friends' older brothers went off to fight, and some never came back. Every day felt heavy, but somehow we got through it. The war ended in 1945, and life slowly started to feel normal again. We rebuilt, but the scars stayed. I still hear the sirens, though. In my dreams sometimes, or when a loud noise catches me off guard. It reminds me of what we lost, but also what we endured. We survived, and that's something.